welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all good and taking good care of yourselves. I feel like I say that in every video because I probably do. But yeah, today we're gonna see how to get this Valentine's Day themed makeup look. Super pretty, super girly. I really like it. I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Hello. Testing. Okay, so we're gonna do a Valentine's look today. Obviously we're not gonna be going anywhere for Valentine's Day because quarantine. So yeah, for my palette today I'm gonna use the Simple Beauty Equalizer palette, which I feel like is so perfect for like Valentine's themed kind of, oh I hurt me, themed kind of look, you know. It's a good one, I say so. Grab yourself a drink, a Starbucks, a coffee, a hot chocolate, tea, whatever. This is Revolt. Okay, this is being rotten until I get to here, and now it's actually nice. What's the deal with that Starbucks? What is the deal? Also, I'm going to try and raise my voice a little bit today. Okay, I'm just going to get straight into the tutorial. I've already soaked my brows and I used the Be Perfect's brow soap, Indestructible brow soap. This is really, really good. I'm a lover of pears, but this is also up there. Very good. I think I actually put this in my favourites for last year, possibly, not 100% sure, but do I want to use in a little bit more? I think so. Too much abort. Oh, you've probably seen every single pore on my nose. I apologise. Okay, right, we're gonna go in with the Be Perfect Prime Eye Primer and just load that up all over your lid. Also, I'm doing a Valentine's Day inspired look, and it's inspired by my friend Ryan, so I will leave his details down below so you can go give him a follow, give him a little bit of support. And I'm just gonna pat that in with a dry sponge. Any dry sponge, doesn't really matter. I've only done this the other day for the first time in ages. I usually use a brush, but like, let's get the fast life back again. So yeah, I hate coming on and not, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm, do you know what I mean? Yeah. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Warm. So am I going to hold this palette up the whole time? I don't know. We'll see. And I'm just going to start popping this in the outer corner, and I'm kind of pressing and wiggling, and I'm using a Morphe M506 to do this. So I'm going to pick up the shade, press and wiggle, and bring this shade through my crease. Okay, so I've got that shade kind of down. It's a lot warmer than I wanted. So I'm just going to kind of tap off my brush and start blending the edges. I said tap off, I meant wipe off, but you know. Someone's just started lawn mowing their garden. I don't think anyone wants me to do YouTube, but like, it just everything is against me. So frustrating. With a Inglot brush that I don't know if you can get anymore, but as we have a 227 will do the job, and I'm going to go in with the shade Feeling myself. And what we're going to do is take that 50-50 over the top of the previous shade. So we're using this colour on the very tip of the brush to blend out the previous colour. This is not looking how I want it to. I'm just going to wipe off that brush and just buff the edges, really trying to blow this out and make it seamless. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. So I'm going to use the MAC Dark dark deepest on a Zoeva 221 brush, and I'm gonna like start blowing this all over this just to really try and smoke it out. I feel like this will look better whenever my foundation's on, it won't look as dark. Really just keep adding and blowing and adding and blowing it out, you know? I feel like I'm so out of the YouTube swing that I don't know how to do it anymore. It's very hard, very, very hard. I'm just gonna grab a clean brush and start blowing that out even more. I feel like with more like blown out brownie looks, you can use bigger brushes and it'll just make everything delicious and melted into the skin, whereas if I was doing like a more structured, colourful look, I would not go in with the brushes this size because it would just ruin my life, to be honest. I'm just going back in with the shade Feeling. I'm just gonna kind of take over everything with this shade, like just whack it everywhere. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth with brushes and blend that a wee bit more. My bronzer on the brush there. Okay, I'm now gonna go off camera and do my other eye to get to here. Okay, so I just really quickly did this eye just to kind of help us along. I don't like the way the pink is. It wasn't the pink I had in my brain, but sometimes that's the way life is. You just kind of have to take the punches and roll with it. Also, I did a little inner flick with an eyebrow thing, so if my eye falls off, there we go, there we have it, that's it. Now I'm just going to go in with a bit of the Be Perfect Prime again, and I'm just going to pop this in the centre of the lid just to brighten up where any shadow has fallen down. And I'm then just going to go in with a Anastasia A13 brush and the shade Day, and first in the palette, so it is the pinky shade mixed with the white, and I'm just mixing them two together and packing them all over the lid where we applied the base. Once I have them colours applied, I'm then going to go in with the shade Feeling, so one of the shades that we used for the crease, and start blending the edges of the pink into the brownie tones. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with my Lottie London Stamp Eyeliner. You don't need the stamp liner, but any black liquid liner, and I'm just going to line the top of my lash line and pulling it up at an angle. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go in with the black shade in the palette, which is called Black, on a small little shader brush, and use this over the top of the black eyeliner just to buff that out. And then I am just going to go in with the shade You Can on a little BTY 518 brush and use this to smoke out the edges of the black. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen in the shade Medium Brown, and I'm going to do my little inner wing. These are so hard to do. Sometimes they work out good, sometimes they don't. I've got really weird shaped eyes, so that makes life a little bit more difficult. But yeah, just kind of take your time and practice with them, and the more you practice, the easier it will be. Also, in case you can see, I had a little injury on my thumb. So this was a while ago. It was back in December. But my thumb is black and I don't know if it's going to fall off or not. Not my thumb, obviously my thumb's not going to fall off. But yeah, just in case you're looking and being like, wow, she's gross, that's why. So, I'm now going to go in with the Perfect Prime under my eyes. Just like so. And just as a little base. Oh, I'm actually kind of liking this now. Isn't it amazing what a tiny bit of cleanup concealer does to the world? Now I'm going to go in with the shade Warm in the palette and just blend this along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a Peaches PC38 and the shade Feeling and just blend this literally directly over the top to blend out that shade Warm. I'm going to go in with a very old beaten up Morphe M507 and the bronzer just to further blend everything out. Okay, so I've just went off camera and done the underneath of this eye, grabbed a glass of water, had a bit of chocolate because I haven't had any lunch yet. It's also 2:20, so lunch probably isn't happening today. Great. So I'm now going to do my skin. I kind of want to do a updated base routine because I feel like my base routine right now is beautiful, if I do say so myself. Oh no! Got eyeshadow on my jumper and it's fresh out of the wash today. Yeah, but I'm still going to kind of talk you through base in this, but I just don't want to give it in so much detail that I can't film that video. But I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. I know, who would have ever thought a year or two ago that I would be using a primer on my skin and not me. And what I like to do with this is just warm it up in my fingertips. And then I'm going to pop it in the T-zone. Just like so. I'm just going to bring that everywhere because the smoother the better. And I'm now going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I use the shade 5. And I really love this as a foundation as well, but not for an Instagram look and not for a photo to be taken of a pore on my face. Absolutely not. And I'm just going to blend that in with the Colourpop F32 brush. I forgot to put a wee bit on my forehead. My boyfriend's sister just replied to my story being like she's wetting herself, and because I found a grey hair before I started filming this video. Tragic, I know, could you ever be more annoyed in your life? So yeah, basically quarantine has got to me so much that I'm now producing grey hairs, so that's fun. Yes, that's great. I can't see this. If you want to get anything of my recommendations ever, go and get this. If you've got pores, get it, because you will no longer have any pores. Oh, don't fall whenever it's done, and it's so fab. I also really feel like I want to film a bridal tutorial. A few people have actually asked me on Instagram to kind of do like bridal stuff, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of going down the route of maybe having to do their own makeup for their weddings because obviously big fat COVID doesn't want anybody to have any makeup artist working ever. So yeah, if you want a bridal makeup tutorial, anybody is getting married, let me know and I can do that for you. I'm now going to go in with the no I'm not, sorry, just a little backslide. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of my powder. And I'm going to set my T-zone because this is an oily girl's dream. Also helps with the smoothing of the face, which is an absolute must. Now I'm going to go in with my NARS Barcelona foundation in Natural Radiant Longwear. This has so many names to one foundation that I call it something different every single time I use it, but that's fine. And then I'm going to go on with the same brush that I used to apply my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter and just start patting my foundation in. And if you want like the fullest coverage with your foundation, I would highly recommend patting, and it also ensures that it's going to last all day too, which is a big fat must, especially if you're wearing masks at the minute. I also put instant tan on before I filmed this because I have not been able to fake tan because my skin has reacted really badly, and instant tan just does not stay as dark for as long as normal fake tan. Like I feel like it fades into your skin and gets lighter the longer it's on your skin, so I don't really match my face right now, but it's fine. Does anyone else that does YouTube like really struggle with the whole point of I want to talk and get my personality across, but at the same time I also need to teach you what I'm doing, and then it's just really hard to find a mate in the two. Like I know like get ready with me videos are usually that kind of thing, but I'm such a teacher as well. Like I obviously, like whenever I was able to do my job, did a lot of makeup lessons and stuff, so it's just in my nature to try and teach, but then it's also really hard to, like I don't want to be putting up a 50-minute long makeup tutorial because that would just anger the life out of someone, I can imagine. Also, I've been whitening my teeth, so do you think they're any whiter? Because I don't. I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Seashell Concealer. That's the colour. But yeah, I just like to pop it here. This concealer is really good, by the way, because like one dip I feel like does everywhere that you want to do. Right down my little wonky nose. And then just do that wee bit there. Like, bam, whole face done. I also like to leave that to set for a little bit as well, because I feel like you get a better coverage and it just looks a lot more flawless. But yeah, basically what was I trying to say? I sometimes wish I could watch like my clip back to realise what I was talking about, but basically yes, I really struggle trying to find a balance on YouTube with not having a 50-minute long video and still being able to talk and share who I am as a person. And then also there's the case that obviously I would like to do like more like, I don't know, videos that aren't just makeup tutorial, because obviously I'm a makeup artist and that is my life, but I enjoy other things too, and I want to produce videos that I like watching, but then at the same time I'm also like, I'm too shy for that, so I'm just basically in a vicious cycle of annoyance with myself. But I'm going in with the Real Techniques setting brush and blending that in. If you do have any videos that you would like me to film, like it doesn't have to be makeup, it can be anything. I say that and then I'll probably only do the makeup videos that you want to see, because it just seems to be what happens. I also have a lot of makeup videos that I want to film. Like I know I started a makeup series last year, like a makeup artist series, and I did one video of the series, and then COVID kind of hit and I didn't want to do any more because I didn't want to be like, obviously people aren't able to do that as a job right now, so I didn't want to really be like, I don't know, I just feel like circumstances are weird at the minute. Yeah, so if you do have any suggestions of videos that you would like me to film, let me know. Also, this is my third, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is my third Valentine's Day tutorial. Like, I filmed Valentine's Day tutorials for 3 years in a row, but I can't be consistent on YouTube. Like, I've never filmed a video in summer. That is bad. I'm sure it's so annoying for someone that likes to watch someone, not that anybody would actually like to watch me, but like, I would be so livid if I like liked someone and they just kept like popping on and off, and that is me. So I'm really sorry about that. Also, obviously, like, life gets in the way sometimes, and this is not in any way, there's a big seagull, a job for me. So although I love doing it, it's kind of hard to motivate yourself when you don't have to do something sometimes, and it's kind of like that for me. It's like I think if it was something I had to do, like it was my only income or something like that, I'd maybe be a bit better, but I live at home. Do you know what it is? It's all down to the case. I live at home. Everyone listens to me. Not that anyone actually probably does listen, like no one cares, but in your head you build these things up. This eyeshadow's creasing really bad and I don't really know why. Things up in your head and you make things worse than what they are. So like I will freak out and be like, oh, everyone's listening to me and everyone thinks I'm weird because I'm talking to a camera, because that is actually kind of weird if you think about it. But I feel like if obviously lockdown and stuff didn't happen, I would have definitely consistently posted all last year. And like, I just think it's so weird, like, to be like, where could you have been if that didn't happen? But then again, we're all in the same boat. Also, I'm going to end with the Milani Chestnut foundation stick and a Peaches PC21 brush. But yeah, we're all in the same boat. Like, obviously our lives would be probably so different right now if everything that happened didn't happen. There's no need to be a negative Nancy. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with the Beauty Bakery powder in the shade Oat Translucent. You can get this on Look Fantastic, and I actually have a discount code with Look Fantastic. My code is LFTF Holly. I'll leave it on the screen. But yeah, it saves you a little bit of $1. It saves you 20% off. But it's only on selected products. So like, there will be certain brands and stuff you can't get it on. But just in case you're ever going to do a little order, it helps me out massively if you use my code. I'm just setting all over with a bigger brush now too. People probably find that really weird, why do I not just use the bigger brush everywhere, but your gal is oily as flip. So I'm going to go in with my MAC Dark Deepest and a Spectrum A05 brush and just apply this everywhere where I applied my cream. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with NARS Orgasm blusher. I feel like this is a blush you really have to load up, like it just doesn't really have a massive amount of colour payoff, but I really like it. But I feel like it works a lot better if you actually put on a cream blush first, and I didn't do that today, so I just did my brows and my lashes off camera. So for my lashes I used the Tally Lash TL6. I haven't cut them properly though, so this one is really stabbing my eye, so cut your lashes properly because it causes less pain. And then for my brows I just used a little bit of Illamasqua's Brow Cake in the shade Thunder. And I'm now going to go in with a little bit of MAC's Darling highlighter and highlight my nose. Also, I feel like this is discontinued because I don't really know where you can get it. So there's that. They don't have it in Look Fantastic, but they have Whisper of Guilt, which I feel like they're really similar. I don't know because they don't have Whisper of Guilt, but I'm just going to assume that they're really similar. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that there as well. It's not really doing anything, but we'll just pretend that it is. And now I'm going to line my lips. So I'm going to go in with Morphe's Sweet Tea Lip Liner, which I really desperately need a new one of. And I'm just going to overline them to the max because I don't have lip filler and I'm probably never going to get lip filler, and yeah, so why not overline them basically. Okay, and now that I've lined my lips, I'm going to go in with the shades of London Gloss in Honey. These glosses are really, really underrated, by the way. They are amazing. They're so thick and creamy. I love a thick gloss that you don't need to put lipstick on. And these are perfect for that. My lip has just cut, so that's probably because I haven't had any lunch today, so that's good. My immune system is a total not good thing. But yeah, they're really good glosses. You can also get these on Be Perfect's website now. Can you get these? I don't know. I know you can get the pigments. I don't know if you can get the glosses. I'd like to think you can. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Wow, I love it. I feel nice. Like, I feel pretty. And I'm wearing a hoodie, so that says a lot. Okay guys, so that is the finished Valentine's Day tutorial. I honestly can't believe that this is my 3rd year in a row doing Valentine's Day tutorials. If only I could be a more consistent queen, that would make life great. So if you want me to be consistent, drop me some videos of what you guys want me to film down below. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, that means a lot to me when you do that, so thank you. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I don't know when I'm going to be posting another video. I'm just kind of posting videos all over the place at the minute because I just don't want to stress myself to a schedule just yet.